the Spy, TF2's sneakiest class. Now, there's one glaring issue. Whenever you get a backstab on someone, they instantly know that there is a spy there. And not just them, their whole team. But what if there was a knife that mitigated this issue? Meet the Your Eternal Reward, or otherwise known as the Your. So let's go ahead and quickly talk about the stats of this weapon. Upon a successful backstab, take form of your victim. When you backstab that target, they don't scream. And now for the negatives. You get less cloak, and you use your entire cloak meter to disguise. That's a lot to take in. So let's just talk about the instant disguise on backstab. Alright, check it.
Great.
I did it! I saved it!
That worked?
I hope we don't use this match.
Come on guys, let's push the cart! No! Okay, they finally caught on. This shows just one strength of the instant disguise. So, you know engineers and how they can be very annoying for your team? Well, the Your Eternal Reward makes it extremely great against engineers. Now keep in mind, if you miss your backstab, it's going to be way more punishing. By the sounds of things right now, you would think that this knife is just absolutely amazing, but there are downsides that we need to talk about, so let's get into that. And as I said before, to disguise, it consumes your entire cloak meter. Now, I want to give you a visual representation of the difference in the cloak drain, because the difference is rather staggering. Now, the easiest situation of which I can see the Your Eternal Reward being very strong is in payload, because there's a whole lot of targets that are concentrated into one area, but this weapon's also good generally for those situations. Now, speaking of other game modes, let's talk about versus Saxton Hale for a second. For a small bit of time, there was a glitch where the Your Eternal Reward would allow you to disguise as Saxton Hale and retain his speed. This was promptly patched, so currently, do not use this weapon in there. And if your brain's churning, you would think that the Your Eternal Reward would be very good in man versus machine. Well, unfortunately, this whole instant disguise effect, the robots still pick up on you. So, with all that being said, what do I think about this knife? Well, in the moments that it slaps, it hits hard, but when it doesn't, you feel like you got hit by a truck. Because when you die and you have to go back, it's hard to switch a disguise. And using this, you have to have a major commitment to the disguise that you have. And your greatest enemy now becomes Razorback snipers, because when you shoot them with your gun, you lose your disguise. And if you did manage to kill them, you don't even have all of your cloak back. And even if you did, once you disguise, again, you lose all the cloak. So then you can't go anywhere with it. And just in general, if you fail a stab, you have to wait a long time just to get a disguise and to cloak and get back into action. It's sort of similar to the cloak and dagger, where you have to pick your moments very well. This is just that, but on steroids. So, with all that being said, I give this weapon a solid 6.5 out of 10. When it gets the job done, it gets it done. But when it doesn't, it doesn't. You really feel that. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and check out my other weapon reviews. I promise you'll really enjoy them if you stuck through and got this far. Over and out.